After a long day of work, you step out of your office and just to de-stress, you buy yourself a cup of tea and then you have to make a payment. How do you do that? You do that by scanning a QR code and just like that the payment is done. It feels as if the physical cash in India is actually dying, doesn't it? But here is the fact. It is actually doing the exact opposite. India is facing what the economists call as a digital paradox. Now what is this digital paradox? See, while our digital payments are breaking records, our demand for actual physical paper is also at an all-time high. Hello all, welcome to ARK Reflections IAS. I am Yogi Raj. Now the question is, why isn't the cash going away? Why is it still relevant? Because UPI is mostly replacing the small card payments and digital wallets, but not the cash itself. Cash still remains the undisputed king, especially in the rural areas, informal markets, during the sudden internet outages and as the ultimate trusted backup in times of crisis. Now look at this. As of mid-May 2026, this is the figure. See, the cash circulating in India reached a record-breaking level of 42.86 trillion rupees. Now that is 11.8% jump compared to the last year. And this is not sudden, this is not random. It is just the next step in a very long journey. Now think about how we got here. Where did we start? We started with metal coins, then we transitioned into paper, and then we added the security threads, and then we introduced Mahatma Gandhi as well, and then we redesigned them in 2016, and now we are moving towards plastic. It is an evolution, but it is not a revolution. Now let's address the elephant in the room immediately. The question that everyone has is it going to be another demonetization? Will Prime Minister Narendra Modi do an 8 PM live again? Will your cash become useless paper overnight? No, absolutely not. There will be no midnight bans, no panic, and no long queues outside ATMs. So, what actually changes for you? See, practically nothing changes in your daily life. Absolutely nothing. First, these plastic notes will have the exact same value. They will be the official tender as well. Second of all, the old paper notes will still remain completely valid. There is no need for any urgent exchange. And third, and most importantly, banks and the ATMs will be fully ready to dispense both type of notes. They will exist side by side in your wallet. But why is the RBI doing this? To understand the why, we have to first look at the massive cost of the paper notes. See, our currency notes, like this one here, okay, it's made up of 75% of this type of cotton and also 25% of linen. Simple. It feels nice, but the cotton absorbs sweat, dirt, water and bacteria also, and fold a note a few hundred times and it tears. In the financial year 2025 alone, the RBI had to withdraw a lot of these notes and they had to nearly destroy 24 billion dirty soiled notes. Now, printing their replacements cost the RBI over 6,300 crore rupees. And even a small increase in a note's lifespan saves thousands of crores in printing, in shipping and in destruction costs. And this is a massive economic victory for us. But the question is, where do we start? But the most important question is, why are we testing this on the 10 rupee and 20 rupee notes instead of the 500 rupee notes? We can simply go for the 500 rupee notes, right? No. Because the low value notes change hands constantly. They are stuffed into pockets, they are folded, they get wet and they are ruined in the daily trade. So they have the highest velocity, meaning that they travel very fast. This makes them perfect testing ground. Now these new notes are made up of a polymer specifically known as the BOPP material. Now what is this? See, first of all, don't worry, it doesn't feel like a rigid credit card. It is highly engineered, ultra thin and flexible plastic film. It is completely waterproof, okay? It is tear resistant and it lasts up to 4 times longer than the paper note that we discussed about. But wait, isn't the plastic bad for the environment? We've all read that the plastic is bad for environment, right? But how can we justify introducing millions of such plastic notes? Here is where the debate gets very interesting. Yes, the paper notes are biodegradable, there is no question about that, while the polymer notes are plastic based. But the environmental debate is not paper versus plastic. It is the life cycle calculation. What is better for the planet? Manufacturing, transporting and destroying 4 separate paper notes over 4 years, or producing just one recyclable plastic note that lasts for those same 4 years. Once a plastic note is finally retired, it is shredded and recycled into household items. But can these plastic notes survive India's extreme weather? That is the more important question. And this is a uniquely Indian challenge. Our currency has to survive the 50-degree heat of Rajasthan, it has to survive the heavy humidity of Kerala, it has to also survive the freezing cold of Shimla. In fact, this is exactly why the first trial was stalled in 2012. The plastic notes were simply too slippery, and under extreme weather, older ATM sensors could not count them and they kept jamming. Today, the technology has caught up. Modern ATMs are equipped with advanced sensors that can handle these polymers very easily. Now let's talk about the national security aspect. As of last year, the fake note detection has surged significantly, with the fake 500 rupee notes up by 20%. On a macro level, fake money is definitely dangerous. It destroys the public's trust in national currency, it distorts the government's control over the money supply, and it directly funds the criminals' networks. We can definitely call it as a form of economic warfare, but the polymer notes are non-porous. You can build advanced security features inside the plastic itself, like a complex transparent windows and holograms that local criminals cannot replicate. So what happens next? First, the RBI will begin its pilot project. It will start with the 10 and 20 rupee plastic notes in selected regions. Now, secondly, they will also monitor how well these notes survive the daily wear and tear and how the ATMs are handling them. Only after collecting public feedback and solving any technical issues, they will consider expanding this to higher denominations. We survived the shift from physical gold coins to paper notes. Surely, we can survive the transition to a cleaner, safer, and longer lasting plastic cash. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments below. And for those of you who are writing their UPSC in the years 2027 or 2028, ARK Reflections IAS is launching a complete comprehensive Prelims cum Mains GS Foundation course from June 15th. Here, each and every subject will be covered in depth from both Prelims and Mains points of view, starting from absolute basics. Seats are limited, so please hurry up and call us at this number, that is 9000 400 555, and our team will be happy to assist you. This is me, Yogi Raj. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.